Have you ever wondered how easy it is to remember what you never learned until now? Because some part of you that already knows how to choose love before reason, how to breathe in acceptance without thinking, how to be exactly who you wish to become, even before you pretend. And as you pretend to understand, you begin to understand what it means to pretend. Because pretending, they say, isn't the opposite of truth. It's the doorway to which truth steps into being. You know how sometimes you act as if the world is kind and suddenly people soften? When you look for beauty, and strangely, it starts looking for you too. Yes, that's no accident. That's your belief system rebooting itself. So, as you forget what doesn't work, you can install the new. Because when you pretend, you're exactly who you want to be. And the world is exactly as you want it to be. And your life aligns like constellations. Then see how you feel. And the feeling teaches you the truth. Because what feels real becomes real. What becomes real changes what was real. Now consider this. When you can't find love, reach for acceptance. When you reach for acceptance, it reaches back. And in that reach you discover it was love all along. Because acceptance is love in disguise. And love is truth in costume. And you, my dear, are the one unmasking it all. Let's take a moment to teach the unconscious how easily it learns. A man wakes, heavy with shame. He pretends he's loved anyway, and the shame, confused by love, forgets its purpose. And in that forgetting, he remembers who he really is. A woman overwhelmed chooses to smile, not because it's true, because it could be. And in choosing, she opens the door, and life walks in, carrying exactly what she needed. A child told they're small, dreams of flying, and by pretending to soar, they grow wings real enough for the world to believe. Now notice something inside is shifting, as if a new code were rewriting your perception. You don't need to know how. Just like the heart doesn't need instructions to beat. What you believe becomes what you perceive. What you perceive becomes what you feel. What you feel becomes who you are. And who you are bends reality around it. So now feel the layers locking in. Every failure is only feedback. Your state is your power. Your energy magnetizes people, look and light. Say it with me now inside. I choose love. When I can't find love, I choose acceptance. When I choose acceptance, I return to love. I act as if, because I already am. And see how I feel, which tells me everything. Let's play deeper. Pretend you're the kind of person who creates miracles daily. Pretend so vividly that even your doubts sit down and take notes. You know, the truth becomes real the moment it feels familiar. And you've felt love before, haven't you? Let that memory echo forward. Let it echo into all the places you forget were still waiting. Because love doesn't knock. It recognizes itself and walks in. The world reflects your certainty. So when you become a beacon of confidence, people follow your radiance like ships to a lighthouse. Charisma isn't thought, it's remembered. From the part of you that never stops shining. Just forgot to look in the mirror. So begin again, this time. From the future version of yourself, who already knows that you're enough. The problems contain their solutions. The gratitude builds abundance. The mystery seduces the world. Your energy transforms the room. The boldness is how the universe whispers yes. Let's reframe the old frames. I'm broken becomes I'm evolving. It's too hard becomes I'm becoming stronger. I fail becomes I collect feedback. They didn't accept me because I found more space to accept myself. Because you don't find your power, you activate it. Like a dormant light switch flipping on as soon as you ask, what if I'm already enough? And perhaps you've already noticed how each word here slips in softly like a seed, planting itself in the soil of your soul, taking root until one day, without knowing how, you're just the person that you thought that you to work to become. Because the work is done. It was never about doing. It was always about being. So from now on, you act like the person you want to be, because you are. You feel what love feels like, because it's here. You choose joy, not because it's easy, because it's the highest choice, and because you already know how. You always have. Now pretend you forgot. Then remember it deeper, because pretending is just belief in motion.